welcome. I'm Owen Brandon, the commissioner of this year's Pullman High School Dodgeball Draft. Got a lot of captains we're going to be talking to later. Should be an exciting event. I'm going to throw it over to Blake and Milo, our in-house analysts, to see what they have to say about this year's draft class.
Yeah, obviously, thank you, Owen. One of the best draft classes we've seen in recent years here, and should be a really fun night. Got a bunch of great captains here, and we're ready to get this whole first round live. We'll have live reactions and analysis here. But first, let's look. We made some predictions coming into this one, so let's throw up the big board and look at what kind of picks we're looking at. Obviously, I got that 1-2 punch, Carson Farr, Cole Cooper, two of the freak athletes of this school, obviously in a tier of their own. And then a bunch of studs all the way down the list. Mal, what do you got going on over there?
Yeah, I got Von Holstad. He's rated 162 overall. You know, he plays baseball. He's a freak athlete. And then at my 2, I got Brim Cordova. You know, he's a soccer superstar, 99 overall. Owen, back to you.
We're here now with Joey Hecker. He is the first overall pick in this year's draft. Joey, last year, your team's expected to do a lot of great things, but sadly you guys fell short. What do you think is going to be different about your team this year?
You know, last year's team wasn't my team. I wasn't the captain, didn't draft. This year it's going to be fully run by me, so I'm feeling more confident about that. But yeah, we're looking to win. You got the first pick. It's a lot of pressure, but, you know, we're here to win. Let's do it.
All right, who do you think you are going to be selecting with that first pick this year?
Well, to be honest, I didn't put a lot of thought into it because I didn't need to. I'm playing catch with this kid for like my whole life. Know he can throw, know he can move, good athlete, baseball player. With the first overall pick of 2025 Dodgeball Draft, I am selecting Adrian Hecker.
Wow. Can't say that that was much of a surprise there. Yeah. Milo, Blake, what do you have to say about that?
And yeah, we knew this was going to happen. We got some information here on Adrian Hecker, made a little what to so obviously, you know, Joey's little brother, they were obviously going to, you know, connect and pick up. He's fast as lightning on the basketball court. I've heard a lot of coaches say that about him. At the moment, he does have concussion, but by the time Dodgeball comes around, he should be perfectly fine. Yeah,
Team Chem's going to be insane there. Going now for the second pick. Big moves being made. Now Emma Bobo and Owen Brandon are there for pick number 2.
All right, we're here with Emma now. She holds the second overall pick in this year's draft. Emma, this is your first ever dodgeball tournament. You haven't participated in years past. What are you looking forward to most this year?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to having fun. I'm looking forward to building my team, you know, gaining experiences.
All right, who are you going to take with the second pick this year to hopefully championship roster?
With my second pick?
Well, you have the second overall pick.
Oh, yeah. I think Raya Sieber is an excellent pick. She's super dependable. I know she'll be a great leader on our team.
Wow, what a pick. Got that soccer connection. You guys already have some team chemistry. That should be pretty good. Blake, Milo, what do you think?
Yeah, obviously, Azariah just missed our boards, but chemistry is obviously going to be a pretty huge thing there. You can see that 32-inch vertical, you have a ball coming at you. That kind of athleticism is going to be key. So big pick there from Emma Bobo. Really strong selection. Anything to add, Mo, or no?
Yeah, not really. You know, she didn't hit any of our boards, but now we're going to go back to pick 3 with Owen Brandon and Daniel Kwan.
We're here with King of Pullman High School, Daniel Kwan. Obviously, expected to do a lot of great things this year. You know, you're one of the best athletes at the school. Everybody knows it. Who do you think from these other captains are going to be some big competition for you this year?
If I'm being honest, I don't really see any competitions here. You know, I feel very confident in myself. And, you know, took a hard loss last year, and yeah.
Do you have any messages for the haters that think that you aren't going to go very far in this tournament?
Just, you know, sit back and watch, and you'll see.
Wow. Wise words from Daniel Kwan there. Who are you going to pick with your selection right here?
So my third pick of the 2025 draft, absolute arm of a guy, and Brandon Randall.
Wow. Absolutely incredible, DK. Thank you for gracing us with your presence tonight. Blake, Milo, what do you have to say about Brandon Randall getting selected there?
Yeah, strong start to building DK's team here. Obviously, 6'4" behemoth of a man, Braden Randall. And again, another pick that's just primarily driven by athleticism. That's a guy, a varsity baseball player, and a big athlete. So he's definitely going to be a start for this team, for Daniel Kwan's team. And we'll see how this team starts to build out. But a great first pick there.
Yeah, and as Blake said, a baseball player, so he's got an arm. We're going to go back to Owen and Mason for the fourth pick.
All right, we're here with Mason Van Curren. He has the 4th overall pick tonight. We saw earlier Joey Hecker with the first pick. He decided to select his brother. We know that you also have a brother in this class. Do you think that we could be seeing the same type of selection here?
I will not be selecting my brother first pick. I know he's
a little awkward.
He's strong and athletic, but I think I have a better pick in mind.
Do you think that's going to lead to any issues back at home? You not selecting your brother.
I think he'll be okay. I think he knows.
Well,
he knows his place.
Who are you selecting with your?
My first pick is going to be Taylor Newell. I think we have great team chemistry and we just work really well together.
Taylor Newell, I've been getting some reports that he's been in Mexico for the last week on vacation. Are you worried at all that he isn't locked in for this event, that he's not going to be ready?
I think we should be a little worried, but I think we can get him into shape quickly enough.
All right, well, let's see what our in-house analysts have to say about that one.
Yeah, Taylor Newell, before he transferred out of third period PE, one of the fastest guys in that class. That's going to help him out a lot. Fourth pick, obviously, those two guys, great friends, so a ton of chemistry there. Seeing a lot of picks heavily driven by chemistry early on in the draft. We'll see how that trend continues. Another major trend, Cole Cooper hasn't been drafted yet, and neither has Carson Farrar, my top 2 picks. We could throw up the big board again. Both rated 99 or higher based on my formula, so we'll see if that trend continues or if those guys get snatched up. A lot of sleeper picks to be had in the late rounds of this first round here. So let's go back to Anina Lynn and Owen. With his 5th pick.
All right, here with the 5th pick. I believe I'm also correct in saying that this is your first ever dodgeball tournament. You've never participated before. And being a captain, what's kind of your draft strategy going into this?
I would say my draft strategy is definitely picking people who are athletic, who have been involved in sports, and preferably I know that are good at dodgeball, so that they can hopefully bring us to victory.
That should be good. Who do you have? Who are you going to select here?
My first pick of the 2025 draft will be Hunter Recknagel.
Wow, very strong selection. Hunter Recknagel had an incredible performance in Russian dodgeball in 6th period yesterday. I think that's going to be a really good choice. Blake Milo, what do you think?
I've never played dodgeball against Hunter, but I bet he's just an absolute, freak out there. He plays football. We see a lot of his TikToks. They're, very ferocious. And Blake, what do you got to say about this one?
Yeah, obviously that big strip last year against Moscow, huge clutch athlete. I'm looking for the clutch factor here with Hunter Rectangle, and hope he can square away a couple wins here. Back to you, Owen.
All right, here we are with Parker Lee. Parker is a multi-sport varsity athlete, absolute, just incredible athletic specimen. What do you think that's going to help you a lot this year?
I do. I think the basketball varsity experience.
Yeah, the basketball varsity experience.
Team carry out of me from that will translate into dodgeball well.
Yeah, do you think Brantner's training and words of wisdom are going to help you a lot in this year?
I do. I'd also like to shout out Travis Brown.
Travis Brown, can't forget.
He's got me right for dodgeball.
Yeah, any shout out to Coach Smitty here?
No.
Okay. Who are you going to be selecting with your first pick in this draft this year?
I will be taking Evan Anderson.
Evan Anderson,
Yep.
Another varsity basketball player there. We see 6'7", bench presses 405 pounds.
Yeah.
Just a freak of nature is all I can say about Evan. What do you guys have to say?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see that picture right there. I mean, that's frankly enough said. Back to you, Owen.
First pick in a couple minutes here to swap out another analysis needed after Evan Anderson right there.
Yeah, everyone knows what Evan Anderson has to do. That's all you got to say. All right, here with Javen Bogle to hear about his selection. Javen, do you have any kind of draft strategy going into this?
No, not
No
at all.
draft strategy,
No.
nothing at all?
No, it's all random.
completely random.
Yep, completely random.
All right, well, if that's the case, then who are you picking here?
For my first overall pick, I'm picking my Pookie, Samuel Sears.
Sam Sears, wow.
Such a big, brolic man. And
Honestly surprised Sam Sears has been on the board this long. Sam Sears, one of the strongest guys in Pullman High School. Blake, Milo, what do you have to say?
Yeah, Sam Sears, one in a long line, big, strong athletes. And he's going to do a great job. Surprisingly agile as well. Obviously, one of the bigger guys in the school, but also can definitely move. Milo, any additional?
Yeah. So far, he's the tallest that's been drafted yet, coming in at 6'9". And I mean, plays football. What more can you say?
Yeah.
We're back to Owen and Lucas.
All right, here with Lucas Clark now, assistant coach of the WSU hockey team. What do you think are going to be some key differences in coaching the hockey team and coaching your dodgeball team this year?
Well, you know, college athletes are a lot more mature. They got a lot more meat on them than high school athletes, so it's obviously going to be a little different. You know, it's going to be a different aspect. So I'm going to have to approach it in a completely different way. But I think I have the right tools and necessities to do all of that this year.
All right, yeah, I think you do. Who are you going to be selecting this year?
Well, you know, when I was thinking about this pick, I need a little spice from North Africa, and I actually drew a picture of him. If you can tell, this is Ahmed Al-Salam. He's got a big heart, he's got big intentions, and he means business on the court, all right? You know, him being a multi-sport athlete, you know, he's just going to bring the energy, you know, that we need on our team, and I think he's going to fit right in.
Yeah. As everyone knows about Ahmed, he's a big guy, but he also has a big heart. He's a real gentle giant. Do you think your tough coaching strategy is going to work on him, or do you think he might fold under the pressure?
Well, you know, Ahmed Al-Salam, he's an adaptable man, all right? He's taking Calculus 1 right now, all right? He's a smart guy, you know. He can go between, you know, he just knows what he's doing, all right? And I see no trouble in him fitting in my team, you know, proposing great leadership, you know, and helping out the younger students, all right?
I'm actually getting some intel that he actually has a lab at WSU that day. He might be a little late. Did you know about this before you drafted him?
You know, I didn't know about this, but he actually did just get his license, and I think he's pretty quick when driving. Okay. Making sure to follow the speed limits, of course. But he should be arriving just a little bit later, but he'll definitely be there for sure.
All right, wonderful. Blake, Milo, what do you have to say about Ahmed being drafted here?
Yeah, I think Lucas said it best. More of an energy guy, a little bit of a smaller guy, definitely on the back half of his career, and not especially athletic. So he's going to be more, he's going to bring that team. He's going to be a center. Obviously, Lucas is a huge energy guy, and he's bringing another one on. Watch out for that team. Dark horse, certainly in this bracket as well.
Yeah, and what Owen said, Ahmed's a gentle giant, so he might just kill us with kindness out playing dodgeball. I think we should head back to Owen and Brady for the.
All right, 9th overall selection here. I have Mr. PHS, Brady Coulter here, star running back of the Pullman Greyhounds. Everyone that knows you know that you're a very competitive guy. Everyone knows you're gonna get out there and gonna be working hard. Do you think that might kind of overwhelm some of your teammates that you pick?
Well, you know, when people say I try a little too hard in PE dodgeball, but I just have that competitive edge to myself, you know. I take that on the field of football and baseball, and that's why I'm so good sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
So I'd say to those people, they aren't trying hard enough, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, they're not worth it, you know what I'm saying?
All right, who's gonna be your right-hand man this year with your first pick?
Yeah, you know, just for athlete, future of Pullman High Athletics, I'm gonna take the man, Ramsey Itani.
Ramsey Itani taken off of the board. Can't see I saw this one coming, but Ramsey definitely has played dodgeball before. Let's throw it over to Blake and Milo, see what they have to say.
Yeah, Ramsey, I feel for him, man. I don't know if Ashton Cathy is playing dodgeball this year, but let's just say Brady's not the most kind and forgiving, so hopefully Ramsey can put up a performance that's deserving of his leadership. So we'll see what he's got, but definitely a solid pick in that first round. Still I might point out the absence. We've got one more round and 2 notable misses. Cole Cooper and Carson Farrar still haven't been taken off the board. You can see on the big board here, let me break this down. So 1 and 2, we've seen some guys being taken off that board, picked from, but 1 and 2 still absent. So we got 1 pick. We'll see which of them goes in this 10th pick of the first round. The final pick, we'll bring it down to Audrey Smith and Owen Brennan for the last pick of this first round. Here.
All right, 10th pick here with Audrey Smith. Audrey, what's your draft strategy for this year?
I'm looking for little guys.
Okay.
Because they're fast and agile. That's my strat.
So the talk of tonight is Cole Cooper sliding down the draft board. Cole Cooper, little guy, kind of fits the archetype.
Yeah.
Are you going to be selecting him here?
Not the first round.
Wow.
If he's still around, I could do it, but we'll see.
Well, that's shocking to me. But who are you going to be selecting?
I will be selecting Trey Frederickson.
Trey Frederickson.
He's not short anymore.
Trey Frederickson is a little guy, as you mentioned. He'll be able to slip and slide right by those dodgeballs. But very strong guy too. Very flexible. You know, he hits a golf ball really far. Out of Jefferson Elementary. Blake Milo, what do you have to say about Trey?
Yeah, I don't know if Audrey did her scouting right, because it looks like Trey Frederickson is 6'2". So, yeah. Blake, got anything?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of extreme standards that is to call 6'2" short, because I don't know how I'm feeling about that. But 6'2" and a 450 golf ball drive, he's certainly got some power in his legs, so we'll see if he can channel the kinetic chain and throw some good dodgeballs. But as for analysis, that's all for me. Blake Dobbins joined alongside Milo Wexford. Throw it back to Owen and wrap up this first round.
Well, with that, we're going to conclude the first round of the 2025 Pullman High School Dodgeball Draft. Thank you for joining us. If you have not been selected, you will hear from your captain soon. Go Greyhounds.